Hi, Jordan Sybrandt, marriage and family therapist here in San Diego. I hope you enjoy this tip. Let's talk about feeling overwhelmed and stressed out. Perhaps the most prevalent emotional experience we have in modern American society, feeling overwhelmed and feeling stressed out, is just the product of taking on more than you can handle. Now, you might be a super achiever, you might be a perfectionist, you might see yourself as a cut above the rest where you can handle more than other people can. You might even pride yourself on it. You might advertise yourself that way in relationships, in workplace environments, but the reality is that if you're coming home at night, if you're stuck in the middle of your day feeling stressed out and overwhelmed, you've simply said yes to too many things and you can't handle it. Now, that doesn't mean there's something wrong with you because you can't handle it. It doesn't mean that you're broken. It just means that you're at capacity. Right? A moving truck only has so much space before you can't fit another box in it. And you're no different. Now, there's certain strategies about how you pack a truck. There's certain strategies about how you handle your time that might help you improve. But if in this moment you're feeling stressed out or overwhelmed, you have to start cutting some of the fat, so to speak. And this means saying no to people. It means saying no to opportunities. And it means evaluating what you've already said yes to and whether or not you can stay committed to it. Okay? Now, the way that people get into this kind of a predicament to begin with, the way you get overwhelmed or stressed out, is you ignore your boundaries, you ignore your limits, and you say yes to other people's needs, even when it costs you more than you have to give. So this is the classic airplane analogy where, if the plane's going down, God forbid, you got to put your own oxygen mask on first before you can help anybody else. Because if you're not breathing, what good are you to saving anybody else's life? You're not. You're actually a liability in that situation. So when you're overwhelmed and stressed out, you start to become a liability in your relationships. And that means that you have to start making some decisions about what you can handle and what you can't handle. This shows up a lot in relationships where one person's codependent. It shows up a lot in relationships where there are not clear expectations or clear needs from each party fully expressed. And the only way out of it is to get really clear about what it is you can do and get really clear about what you can't do. And then say no to the things that you can't do. If that means you have to apologize, if that means you have to smooth things over with somebody or say, I can't do it right now, I can do it in the future, but I can't do it right now, then that's where you have to begin. And you'll notice, like all the other emotions, when you take that step, which you probably already know you need to do, but when you take that step, the emotion will move through you. You'll feel calm, you'll feel relaxed, and you will notice a significant difference. So here I am giving you permission to set some limits and some boundaries to reduce the amount of things that you've said yes to and to make a difference in your life by getting rid of overwhelm and stress. And chances are that will not only improve the way you feel about your life, but it'll improve your relationships and the quality of time that you're spending with your loved ones, your spouse, your children if you have them. Okay? If you're having a hard time with this strategy, I highly encourage you, call somebody up for therapy, come in, find out how you can do this with a little bit of support. Jordan Sybrandt, marriage and family therapist, encouraging you to be more of the amazing person you already are.